The hottest pop culture stories of the day, like the wedding of the century is set. And are people pumped about this show that's premiering today, or are they hiding the fact that it's coming out? This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
You guys, we need a breaking news button because we just found out. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you. When maybe Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married. So this comes from the guy who runs ESPN's account and coverage of the Kansas City Chiefs. We know Travis just said that he's signing on to another year. He said Taylor was a big reason and played into this decision, blah, 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 blah. Well, what he also just spilled a little tea on just today, March 10th, was that they are getting married before training camp. And there hasn't been a release date on training camp yet. That means they're getting married like soon.
I don't know why this person said this. Like, that's kind of what's throwing me off.
What do you mean?
Why would they go, well, Taylor Swift is getting married before this?
Okay, one, I think he's saying Travis Kelce's getting married before this.
Well, I mean, I guess he'll be there.
The idea is that he's not leaving training camp or going to miss games for a wedding.
Oh, that's a good point.
So, like, the idea is he's not leaving practice, leaving games, leaving these situations to go get married. So it clearly has to happen before he reports.
Okay, and
That's the whole point. That's why it's kind of, to me, I feel like this is kind of, we've already known this. Like, it had to be before he goes to work.
It's gotta go. Daddy got to go to work.
But I'm like, in theory, couldn't it be a bye week or something?
They would really, and that's one of the things why it's such a commitment when it comes to the NFL and why Taylor has traveled all over the place. And like, you see this in certain relationships, even in Hollywood, where it's like, oh, you're a huge star. Football culture is football culture. Like, you go bye-bye. You are a player now. You do not leave the team. You can't hang out Saturday night with somebody because you happen to be in Philly with them. You have to be reporting with the team. Like, it's such a different, like, culture kind of from a team aspect that it's like he's not going to miss any time for a wedding.
I mean, I would say if anybody would get it, it would be Taylor Swift because of the way she tours. Like, the Eras Tour in itself, she had nothing else going on. So
Exactly.
It's like, I bet you there's a big part of her that knows that, like, he can't leave and go to this wedding, even if he had the time, because it would look so badly upon him in any way if he, like, faltered at all during a game.
Well, our hot to goers, our gossip lovers, like we are, especially if you're watching on YouTube, we want to know what you think the date is going to be, because last year, to give you an idea, if you're like, I don't know when training camp is, I don't watch football.
Thank you.
Last year, it started July 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves today, March 11th, through then, like ish, to get this deed done. What's a date that we think it could be? I mean, that's not that long to plan a wedding.
Oh my God!
Is there a date? Is there a 13th?
Well, the date that everyone kind of ran with right away, and we've seen time and time again, is June 13th, because again, it's the only 13. That's a Saturday.
Okay.
But Brittany's made the very astute point in the past where, I mean, didn't the Bezos get married on like a Friday or
Days
Thursday
of the
or
weeks
Sunday?
don't matter these people.
Yeah. Exactly. So again, it could be any 13th or it could not be a 13. Who knows?
So just like keep that in your guys' mind, because like then I obviously have to take off work.
I won't be here. So
Well,
that's
I guess I won't either.
You might be, because our friends over at Dumois, they were just answering questions, and somebody said, when is the wedding? And their response was, we're hearing from our sources sooner rather than later, like March/April.
Hold up. No, we're almost halfway through March. What do you mean March/April?
I feel nervous. I feel a lot of weird energy. Well, actually, there's a Friday the 13th this
That's like
week.
unlucky.
But that's the funny thing about her. She did a whole podcast about how she likes things that are unlucky turned lucky.
Yeah.
I watched that twice.
Wait, you're just bringing this to us? The two of you?
Well,
It could be this Friday?
13th is her favorite number.
But this unlucky thing.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, she's like known for it. There's like a term to it where she's obsessed with all the unlucky omens.
To be fair, I was doing it way before Taylor was. Before I put Christmas lights on, I walk underneath the ladder every time.
Oh, Mike.
But he's awful sleeper, so maybe that's why.
That's my curse.
Cursed. All right.
Right.
Well, we'll see. I'm so curious what people think the date is going to be. It would be, weird for this ESPN reporter to have said anything if he doesn't have it on pretty good authority that the wedding will be before training camp. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay. You guys, there's this huge premiere that's happening tonight, and I have not heard about it anywhere. I was like in the deep, dark web, like always, and trying to find deals on Coach purses. And then all of a sudden I saw there's this show called Scarpetta. Scarpetta is based on this Patricia Cornwell is the actress. There's an author who did this whole series, Scarpetta, and it's this like detective-y thing that people are really, really like excited for them to make something around.
Okay.
And you go, oh, cool. Like there's this little show that's happening, probably not with that big of names. Yeah, Nicole Kidman is in it. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. And I'm going, this is debuting tonight on Prime Video. Like on your streaming service, Prime, Scarpetta is starting.
What? We've never heard of this. Have you guys heard of this?
No, I'm shooketh.
Mike?
Never heard of it.
So, what is it?
Scarpetta.
I do think the author is Patricia Cornwell. I'm sorry. I keep getting the main character is Kay Scarpetta. Well, it matters to people who read these books because they've been begging for them to make something. I ended up in this like deep hole of like all these Reddits are like, here's who should play this Scarpetta. Da, 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 da. Like people love these novels. It's an 8-episode series. I have a couple thoughts around this.
Okay.
Is this something that they made and then they kind of workshopped and had it in a couple different like testings and it didn't test well and it's awful, but they're still just putting it out for the sake of like, here you go if you like this? Because in what world do you have a show with Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis teaming up and not promoting this?
Mike's nodding.
You just answered the question.
Yeah.
They are absolutely trying to bury this. They invested a ton of money in this, and it clearly is terrible, or else they would have promoted it. I did look it up. Rotten Tomatoes scores 66%.
That's not terrible.
For TV, it's awful.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Bad TV shows are in the 80s on
What?
Rotten Tomatoes for an audience score, usually, yeah. Like, it doesn't kind of equate to movies the same way it does from television. So I just think this is probably terrible.
There's a reviewer that calls it a histrionic soap opera.
Oh.
Makes me want to watch.
I know. I go, that actually... Interesting.
The Guardian said it was a dire mess. Which, here's the thing with Nicole Kidman. I'm not going to speak for Jamie Lee Curtis, but we all know Nicole Kidman's been going through this divorce and she's been signing up for everything.
Yep.
And I don't know how much of it's really hit lately. So like her being tied to a project doesn't tell me it's going to be good.
Because we had Baby Girl. I watched that. Awful.
There's been like 50 things. I can't even like think of one because
we had the one with Zac Efron.
Where their faces are the same.
I literally typed in Nicole Kidman new series and it came up with something else because that's how many series she's had.
And yeah.
There's so much that she has done recently.
Well, you're welcome. I gave you your connection to Scarpetta. If you're a big Scarpetta head, this will be playing tonight on Amazon Prime.
Sorry, Scarpetta people. If you've been wondering, we have not gotten the mugshot of Britney Spears, and we ain't gonna. For good reason, according to the Ventura County Police Department. So the sheriff's department over there just released this information because there are some unhinged theories about why Britney Spears' mugshot didn't happen. She was arrested just a couple of days ago with the DUI. She was thrown into jail, da-da-da-da-da. And we're like, where's the mugshot? We have all the police reports of what happened. Well, they've said they've determined that the booking photo does not fall within their requirements and is considered discretionary. Basically, they're like, she's not a threat to the public. We don't have to release this. I mean, you know what Britney Spears looks like. It's just a driving violation, technically. I didn't know this was even a thing that you could do. I thought that, like, especially a TMZ ain't showing it. Like, who's going to be showing it?
It's so, because I have dual feelings on it where I go, this is honestly the right path. We don't need to see her mugshot. I'm sure it's not great. Honestly, go watch some of her videos. Her hair and style is very mugshot-esque. That should be enough. And it could be enough. But I also go, okay, why can't we apply this to other people? Like, just a norm where I go, you have somebody who's like let's say working in a school district who gets a DUI, and maybe you go, well, now they have to pay for the internet to either take that off or not. Like, maybe apply this across the board then, not just to celebrities.
And they might in Ventura County. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that's just their rules and regulations, laws. I'm not entirely sure.
It's just so vague, and I hate when the laws are so vague where it's like, we just decided, not this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that this is good for her, and I think that as somebody who doesn't really, I don't need to see her mugshot. I know that, like, it's not great right now.
It feels like this is kind of, and I'll just, let's go ahead and...
I think it should be left up to the states to decide.
It's kind of on the state level here. It sounds like each one has kind of got their own rulings on it. New York and California, one of them that are basically like, it's up to us if we decide like there's no threat to anybody and we don't need to release it. We're not going to release it. You'd understand why with so many celebrities in New York and California. But it looks like Louisiana's kind of the same way where it's just like they've just recently had a law. So this is definitely something that's discussed of whether or not these should always be released.
It makes sense to me. Like, I get it. I just wish, like, I hope that is applied across the board because I go...
That Shia LaBeouf was just one that I guess we never saw a booking photo.
Yeah, but...
Louisiana.
Yeah. That one, I can drum up that one in my brain.
Well, we saw everything up until he was arrested. And then the dinosaur arms when he was headbutting
Dinosaur
people.
arms is enough for me. Like, that's what I like to imagine him. My, like, perfect Shia LaBeouf has his arms tucked in his shirt with little dinosaur arms trying to headbutt people.
At Mardi Gras.
Just an everyday, like at the dentist or whatever.
We actually do. I'm looking at it right now. They did.
They
release
did.
it. The Orleans parish, sheriff's
That's what a hot messy is there's actually more, like, better, like, footage of him wearing, like, free Shia LaBeouf
Being
or
himself.
him getting literally kicked constantly on the ground where you go, yeah, those ones are coming up sooner in the search about him, unfortunately for him.
Well, I'm glad that the Ventura County Sheriff's Department said something because there were a lot of crazy conspiracy theories about why we hadn't seen Britney Spears' mugshot, and they put it to rest. So glad that that's out there.
People were worried that she died.
I know.
There was all these thoughts around, did Britney Spears die? We haven't seen this. I mean, that was so, oh, God.
Right? It got dark.
Okay. Katherine Heigl. Poor Katherine Heigl, or I don't know, not poor Katherine Heigl, depending who you talk to. She had a rough go in Hollywood. She's one of those really like, she was in everything for a while. And now she goes, I'm walking away. I've walked away. I have no interest in the hustle and the grind of living in LA. She even went on and did all these interviews a while ago and said, I'm sort of a mountain person and I've always been that way. We went out to LA when I was 17 and hustled for years, and I literally want to escape this and find things that ground me.
Sure.
So it's been about 5 years since we've really seen her out and about. And then there's this dog rescue fundraiser. One of the biggest dog rescues in the U.S. It's the largest no-kill dog rescue in the United States. They were doing this big 3-day event to which Katherine Heigl graces their presence. Graces her presence. And so it had me asking, is there something that she's promoting? Is there something going on? Why is Katherine Heigl coming out of the woodwork?
I mean, it seems really odd, unless she's super passionate about dog rescue, to be at this event in Florida.
But think about how many times she probably got invited to something that was like this or a dog rescue thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard of any projects that she's doing. I've not really seen her anywhere else.
There's one project that's been rumored that she is going to be playing the role of a woman who ran for president back in 1872. That was, of course, Victoria Woodhull. And that was reported pre-pandemic. And we haven't seen a single update since. That's the only thing she's been rumored to be working on.
That's wild then. Like, why put yourself out there again? Because we know, I mean, she was huge in the early 2000s with Grey's Anatomy, Knocked Up, 27 Dresses, et cetera, until it became pretty vocal. People became pretty vocal that she was a monster to work with. How much of that is true, we don't know. But that would definitely make me not want to be in the spotlight again, unless it was something I was really passionate about. I don't know.
Yeah, true or not true, if she's a monster, you wouldn't love having that said about you. You know what I mean? Like, because there is a good point where you're like, it's almost, most people who are monsters don't know they are.
Yeah.
So she kind of got, also, she was one of those people that was in everything, so everyone got really annoyed with her. The Pedro Pascal of it all, the Jennifer Lawrence of it all, where everyone's like, oh, I'm just sick of seeing her.
I don't know. It seems weird. All I can think of is that it doesn't sound like she's in anything, but that she's super into this dog rescue. It might be as simple as that, as like, we really need you, Katherine Heigl, to do this. We're begging you because we need to make $6 million instead of $5.5 million. And if your name is out there, people are going to pay attention, which we are. We're like now talking about this rescue I've never heard of.
Well, too bad. They only made that $5.5 million.
Or we're getting a memoir. Give it a couple of months. We're getting her story, the reason why she left Hollywood.
I bet you're right. Why does that feel right? That feels right.
That's an aluminum cap theory. It's a fancy tinfoil hat. I like it.
I like it.
It's hot to blow.
At this point, I'm sorry that we're doing one more. I thought we were doing the Dak and Sarah thing. I was pulling that up going, what was this about again? At this point in Hot to Go, we head on over to Mike Ganger, our producer and blind item expert. What secret on the internet might be the next to blow?
We're going to go through a story here that I can't wait to get the two of yours opinion on, because I don't believe this. Let's be honest. This is a blind item. I don't believe this is true, but if it's true, this is wild, and I want to hear what you guys think. There's a thought that Sydney Sweeney and HBO, who have had a fantastic relationship, it sounds like she was on White Lotus. Obviously, they do Euphoria now. There is a narrative being spread around that Sydney Sweeney and HBO had the idea of promoting the next season of Euphoria by creating an actual OnlyFans content page for the character of Cassie. Now, keep in mind, if you don't know, Cassie is the fictional character that she plays in Euphoria, that Sydney Sweeney plays in Euphoria. And this upcoming season, it sounds like from the previews we saw, trouble between her and Jacob Elordi's character is that she's essentially an OnlyFans model.
Yep.
So the narrative here being, hey, this would be a really great way of promoting both this next season of the show and also making a little extra cash on the side. But according to the rumors, HBO and Sydney Sweeney could not reach an agreement on how they would split the multiple millions of dollars of real cash and figure out the promotion that this would run them. Because let's be honest, if Sydney Sweeney did an OnlyFans, even as that character, it would make a little bit of money.
This is kind of ingenious. I know that's never... Listen, that's not a bad idea. She literally does these kind of photo shoots for CERN.
Yep.
Siren.
Her lingerie line. CERN, S-Y-R-N. Trust me, I'm waiting for their new bras to drop. I think I know what CERN is, Kendall.
It rolls off the tongue.
Why would it be siren? It's spelled CERN. So she does these photo shoots all the time for no reason. To have a paywall, and I mean, it's not like she's going to show anything she hasn't shown, in the sense of like, she's shown a lot, but not anything like below, I would say nothing south of the navel.
All I have to say is this. It checks out so much that she'd be like, pay me more. And HBO would be like, no, you're going to get 10%. We'll do all the work. And she's like, you're joking. It's my bubbies that are going to be making you that money. I want 50%. Like, it doesn't, like this, to everyone's point, this is actually genius marketing if they did this.
Yeah, because we would report on it. Oh my God, Sydney Sweeney has an OnlyFans. It's under her character's account. The lines would be blurred in general, but also she would still get to say that's not my OnlyFans. It's my character's OnlyFans. The photo shoots she already does for Euphoria are
and
naughty.
Siren.
And CERN. It's like the combination, like it already exists. You might as well throw a paywall and see if people will pay for it.
And you would understand the idea of, oh, Sydney, you're actually not taking any more pictures or anything. We're just using the content that was already created for the show to do this on OnlyFans. I think the hiccup here, and I don't know, I did a little digging into, I don't have any subscriptions to OnlyFans. I've also never tried to start an OnlyFans. But I believe when you do so, you have to actually provide an ID. and it has to obviously validate that you're not that you're of
AI
age or that you're AI. It had to actually confirm the person's identity for obvious legal reasons. So I don't know if that would be some trouble that they would run into. I don't know.
But most OnlyFans can derive from something that like either, pornography or like those aren't their real names either.
But you have to use your real identity, your real ID. They actually have to have a government issued ID to start the account. You can name yourself whatever you want. You can show your face if you want. You can do anything, but you have to have an actual legal ID behind it. I don't know if that would have been a hiccup. I don't know.
Curious and curiouser. I could see them still doing this.
I feel like they would have already.
Yeah,
the next season's in less than a month.
It's a month and a day away.
Okay.
April 12th.
Watch her company Siren is all actually just owned by HBO. It's all a joke. It's not real.
Speaking of, I got to see when those bras drop.
Fascinating.
So again, we'll see. I don't know if I totally buy that one. I think it was a missed opportunity if it wasn't a real story, but that is at least maybe there's a souring of the relationship between Sydney Sweeney and HBO as the result of that.
Yeah, that girl has been through everything when it comes to that show too. So it would be like, yeah, you might as well.
It's Hot Mess.
All right, our hot mess is some drama-rama in the freaking anchor world. We've got former Good Morning America and CBS News anchor Josh Elliott and his soon-to-be, well, who knows how soon, ex-wife, Liz Cho. She's on a local affiliate, ABC, in New York. Now, you go, these names don't drum up anything for me. Don't worry, the drama is so good. I just have to bring this story to you. This is one of those divorces that will go down in history for bringing up all of the dirt. Now, like I said, Josh Elliott, he was in news for a long time. He's got a cute little reputation of being a, quote, horny dog.
Wow.
Like those are the words that they use to describe this man?
Exactly. Those are quotes in this article. And I made sure because I thought they said horn dog when I read it. I said no, and I have notes. It is horny dog.
Ew. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Insiders claim that he flirted with every single person. Didn't matter if you were the highest level reporter or if you were an intern or even a producer. He had said that if you worked in the newsroom, you knew Josh was going to try his charm on you.
Gross. We all know those guys.
Cool vibe, guy.
Yeah.
Cool vibe. Well, it makes sense. He's the former Good Morning America and CBS News anchor. Well, Liz Cho has been working like a non-horny dog. And now that the divorce is coming to play, she's like, yeah, I want every communication that Elliot has had since 2015, so 11 years of any communication that he's had and any romantic or sexual partners dating all the way back to, again, 2015.
Wait, any communication period dot end game? Like
with any romantic or sexual partner. So she wants everything from emails, social media DMs, texts, and even voicemails, anything that are linked to these, like, I don't know how many women that she's talking about. Now, you go, that's crazy talk. So, like, he has to give everything, all the sexting, all the pictures, all of the everything. Yeah, that's what she wants because she's trying to figure out the financials of it. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about the text. She wants financial records to see if Elliot has spent money on any other partners or received gifts from them because she says, I either want my cut or I want my money back.
It's funny, like, when we're talking about this, I'm like, why does this guy's name not really ring a bell? If he's from CBS News, he's from ESPN, he's worked at NBC, Good Morning America, which is ABC. That means you've run the gamut when it comes to all the different networks. And he didn't last at any of them. And it doesn't look like he's really worked since 2017. So just kind of recent, like right after they got married. Probably because of the stuff that you're saying. Because that was like the Matt Lauer era. That was the Charlie Rose era. These networks were probably like, bye-bye, gotta go. I don't know if he's worked at private companies since then, but that means that this woman's been bankrolling him the whole time. So yeah, I'd be so mad if I was like, not only have I been bankrolling you, but you've been cheating the whole time and I look like a fool.
Yeah, well, I'm so intrigued by this if the judge is going to grant all this. But of course, Elliot, his team is saying these requests are unreasonable, unnecessary, and harassing. So, like, I now have a news alert for this.
Yeah.
Because I am dying to know if the judge grants, I mean, I want to know what you guys think. Is that crazy? Asking for 10 years? Throw it in the comments. 10 years, 10 to 11 years of communication with God knows how many girls. Is that crazy? Or is it something that's like, yeah, that makes sense and she should be able to ask for that money back? Not ask for it, demand it back.
Ooh, so spicy.
It's crazy.
Like, this has got to be huge news in New York, too.
Yeah.
It's like she's the nightly news anchor on their local ABC.
She came into work today with, like, you know, just like a new bob and like a whole attitude.
Yes.
I'm asking for 11 years of texts. All right. Please like, subscribe, all of the things, because Hot to Go is on YouTube.